Hello peoples, this is Blanc Hope and welcome to Mad Central. Now this video might be kind of crappy because I'm kind of stuck in the attic. My parents and siblings are coming in and out, but I'll make do. So this is just an intro video into MaDD, aka Maladaptive Daydreaming. So Maladaptive Daydreaming, as you can see here, well, according to the site, whatever it is a disordered form of dissociative absorption associated with. Okay, basically what they're saying is it's an intense form of daydreaming. It's an obsession with daydreaming. You prefer daydreaming over other everyday tasks. You'd rather daydream than perform chores or, do homework, things like that. And as you can see here, it says it can result in distress, can replace human interaction, and may interfere with normal functioning such as social life or work. Right? So this is very applicable to a lot of matters. It interferes with your life, mostly in negative light, hence the maladaptive. It's often said that it can be a result of trauma, but that's not necessarily the case. You can get mad for reasons that don't involve trauma. Now, this is very important to maladaptive daydreaming. This is so paracosms. Paracosms are basically very intricately developed worlds, and then the characters, peoples, animals, etc. inside of them, all the details inside of them. So essentially a detailed imaginary world. Usually they're created by children, but they tend to disperse by the time the kid, hits their preteens or something, in their later on in the childhood, but not too later on. But with matters, paracosms are the things we're daydreaming of. And not just paracosms, but also paras, which is basically think characters, but in paracosms, because a lot of matters don't like the term character because it doesn't really suit the people, so we call them paras, which as you see is derived from paracosm. There's also something called a para-me, which is basically a para version of yourself. Fun fact, I actually used to think that parame was the way to pronounce it, and every time I would say parame, I would think of Parmesan. I don't know why the spelling made me think of Parmesan. But then one day, I was looking at the word, and then I had an epiphany and went, oh my god, para-me. Para and me. It's a para of me. Whoa. So yeah, yeah. Just thought you should know that. Not really of any relevance. So more on paracosms. Matters can have as few as just one paracosm or one para or a couple to more than 50. I know myself, I have a lot, just a lot. I don't even know how many. A lot of paracosms and paras. Yeah. I have whole files saved on my Google accounts and laptops and everything with just details of the paras and the paracosms and what it's about and everything. And it's just really, really throws a lot of people off when I show them. Now here you can see it says which may incorporate real world or imaginary characters and conventions in terms of paracosms, and that's more involved with the paras. So, the paras may not be 100% original. They can be, already involved or already existing characters or people that you reimagined for your paracosm. So, for example, if you're reading a book and you really like the characters, then you could reimagine them and make them, they don't necessarily have to be totally reimagined so that they're a totally different character, but you can change details about them, and so that's become more personalized or more to your taste. You can change storylines so it fits your daydreams, things like that. It's really, really nice once you get past the whole my life is getting ruined but I don't care aspect of it. Wow, this is really pessimistic. Oh, this is another thing I want to go into. Paracosms are thought to originate to have one or numerous creators. And the numerous creators thing, I didn't realize that could happen until I did it myself. I have a shared paracosm of sorts with a friend of mine. Actually kind of like it. So, it's really nice. It's funny because we actually. So I'm gonna go back to the whole it may incorporate real world thing, and so I have a whole K paracosm. Basically, it's a K-pop paracosm, right? So K paracosm, and they have K paras, and then I met this other matter who apparently did the same thing, and then we would talk about our paras and our paracosms and the whole daydreams and everything. It was like really nice, and then it turns out two of our paras, we have two paras who have the same name, like legit. I have one group, and she has this one group, and they're like our main groups, and both of them have these two members, Arum and Sumi, right? So like we really had two paras in a girl group. They were both essential and they had the same name, so that was like really cool but like really weird. And then we sometimes we make like shared groups and stuff like that, and then we discuss a lot of details together. It's really nice, it's really nice. So this here is Paracosm Central, which is a Tumblr site. You can reach them up, paracosmcentral.tumblr.com. And this is actually one of the blogs that actually helped me get more into this whole MaDD thing. It's funny how I stumbled across it. So I'm just gonna go back in time into how I actually discovered this whole thing. When I was in like 7th grade, we have these things called IFL units. I don't know if any of you know it, but I know it's a New Jersey thing, and it might be an American thing in general. I don't know, but basically, it would have like packets. Sometimes it would be nonfiction, sometimes it would be fiction, sometimes it would be poetry, stuff like that. So we had this one iPhone unit on like daydreaming, and I mean not daydreaming, dreaming, school, sleep, stuff like that. Neurological things, and they mentioned the word paracosm. And they described it as an imaginary world, a complex imaginary world developed by children. And I thought, oh, that's a really cool word. Seems really applicable to me. So, fast forward about a year or two. So I decided to search up the word and do a little more research on it. And I looked it up. I stumbled across a whole plethora of posts and things, and they all they had to do paragraphs, but they all led to maladaptive daydreaming, MaDD. And I was really intrigued because what is this, right? And so I entered it into Google, fired up the search engine, and then I read up on it, and I realized this is me. This is what has been happening to me all this time, and I thought it was only me. I thought I was just a really intense daydreamer, but it turned out I'm a maladaptive daydreamer. So that was a really huge moment for me to know that there were others like me. So, this is one of the central blogs that helped me realize and learn more about it. It's as you can see here, it says this is a hub for maladaptive daydreamers to share their paras or paracosms. You can also get your artwork done. I got two of my paras. They had art pieces of them done. That was really nice. So you just send in really just posts and like little things about your paras and daydreaming, things like that. This here is me. This is one of mine. This is one of my friends. The one I was talking about, the K paracosm one. As you can see, it's very versatile. Like, these are just like the last couple posts that I got a screenshot of. But there's a lot more. It's a lot more. It's really interesting going through everyone's paras and paracosms and daydreams. Like, you see some overlaps, and then you see some totally outlandish things that you would never have imagined. This is me again. Alright. This is one of my K paracosm groups. They're called, as you see, they're called Daydream. This is just a list of the members. Yeah. So, this is my friend again. It's kind of amusing going through them. They have a lot of, comedic things. They can inspire some too. So yeah, this was really kind of random in the end, but this is the intro video to maladaptive daydreaming. I'm probably gonna do a more in-depth video on like specific paras and paracosms, and I'm probably gonna make a bunch of videos on my paras and paracosms. But until then, see you. Probably take a couple months, but hey, whatever. At least I got this done. Bye.